Good evening, guys. It's actually midnight, actually a little bit after midnight, and by a little bit I mean like a quarter after midnight on May 20th. It's technically Monday. This weekend has been kind of crazy with working, back to work and all that fun stuff, and also I just haven't really been sleeping very well. I feel like it's actually starting to kick in how much I really do miss being with my husband, and also it's super hot in the house and it's really hard to sleep upstairs when it's hot like this, so I'm downstairs. My little brother has his girlfriend over, so I'm just trying to relax, and I don't know if I'll ever sleep again. I've actually been really obsessed with a song, and it's Better Now, the 80s version by Blanks, and it's a lot of fun. I will put a link in the description below because it is so much fun. If you haven't heard it before, it's just totally my aesthetic as far as like the songs that I kind of like to listen to. I don't really have much else to say right now. I'm actually gonna finish swatching my gouache, and then I'm hoping that this week I'll get around to filming. I actually do have a lot of stuff to do this week. I was hoping that I would take my headshot for my audition this week. Well, I kind of have to get that done. And I was also hoping to get my passport photos done as well. I've been going on the website that I need to go on to see what I need to do for my visa application. Since my husband lives in Northern Ireland, we've been looking at a UK visa, and every time I go on the website I get really overwhelmed and it hurts my brain a little bit, and then I kind of just don't want to do anything. I don't really know how to explain it, but I feel like there's so much information and I'm just afraid I'm going to overlook something and miss something, and then our application is going to get turned down. So like there's so much to do. I'm actually gonna leave it here for now because I really don't have much else to say. I just figured I would tell you what my thoughts are at this moment in time because I'm just... Good night, guys. Running on 3 hours of sleep, y'all. Hi, guys. Well, I certainly didn't get much sleep last night. I was just all out of sorts, and I finally did kind of sort of sleep, but it didn't feel very restful, and I'm surprisingly okay. I'm awake, but it might be mostly adrenaline because I did have a workout. I've been trying to stay hydrated and eat pretty well. When my husband was here, we didn't eat very well at all, and I think I gained a couple pounds back, but it's fine. I'll lose him again. It'll be okay. I actually just got done watching the series finale of Game of Thrones. Don't post any spoilers if you watched it. I wasn't, of course, like everybody else, I wasn't super excited or happy with how this season was, but at the same time, I thought that the end was fitting, and that's all you're gonna get from me. I do work today, and luckily it's only in the afternoon, and then I'm off the next couple of days. I have an audition on Thursday, and my mom and I are supposed to go to the DMV to change my name on my driver's license. I need to get a headshot done probably tomorrow, and I also want to do my passport pictures. There's just so much, and I'm a little bit overwhelmed, so I apologize if the content this week is a little over the place, or I don't even know what to say. I'm actually gonna get back to work here because I really want to get this one out tomorrow, and then I'll work on the other vlogs probably tonight, or maybe not. I don't really know. It all depends on who's here. So I will talk to you guys later. Good evening, everyone. It's a little after 8:15 p.m. and I am absolutely exhausted. I came home after work. I made muffins today and we froze them because we're going to use them for an event coming up. And I came home, like I said, and I started talking to my husband about Game of Thrones, and we had a nice little conversation about that. and we're continuing our conversation right now. However, I think he's going to be going to bed soon, and I'll probably go to bed in about an hour because, yeah, I am very, 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 very tired, and I'm hoping that I get a more restful night's sleep. I did turn on the air conditioner after or before leaving for work, so that should definitely help with the heat problem that I was having, and I think overall I'll sleep pretty well tonight. I'm just watching Game Grumps play Twilight Princess. Anytime I watch a Zelda speedrun or just a Zelda playthrough, it's just so fun. I love The Legend of Zelda. Or Pokemon. I like watching Pokemon speedruns and playthroughs as well. But I don't really have much else to say. I'm just so tired, and I just kind of want to lay here and kind of conk out a little bit. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning. Picked up my husband. We got to our first Airbnb, which was in a neighborhood that was a little bit sketchy. So I was not very comfortable. So I need headshots for my audition on Thursday, which I don't have. And they didn't say they had to be done professionally, thank goodness, because who has that kind of money and time? So it is a beautiful sunny day, and of course I have the deck under here, which should give me fairly decent even lighting. Of course I can always touch stuff up. So I think I'm just gonna take my headshots out here against the wall, sort of, kind of. Yeah, I really hope this works. Hey guys, it's 9 p.m. and today was a rather productive day. So I don't know if I mentioned it this morning, but I woke up at like 4:15, and it was mostly due to the fact that I actually slept all the way through the night without actually waking up. However, when I did wake up, my shirt was kind of drenched in sweat, and I felt like, you know, I'm already up, might as well just stay up. So that's what I did, and I ended up getting, I finished like the descriptions and stuff for the one vlog that came out today, and then I edited, and I am in the process of uploading the second vlog, the last vlog from when I was on vacation. So this week is going to be rather stressful, or rather it has been stressful. I have an audition on Thursday for the musical, and I needed a headshot, which I took today. And I also decided that since I was all made up, I might as well just go and take my passport picture, so I did that, and I'm hoping that it will be able to be used, and I have to print that form out as well. I'm gonna do that probably next week because this week is already just so chock full of everything. I have to run to the DMV tomorrow, and I have to change my last name on my driver's license. So I'm going to do that too. So my plate's pretty full this week, which is fine. I'm just hoping that after everything's all said and done, the stress will kind of melt away. We'll see. I think as soon as my audition's done on Thursday, I'll feel so much better, because I feel like that's a lot of where my anxiety is right now. I have 2 songs prepared-ish. I'm gonna rehearse it again tomorrow, and then of course rehearse again on Thursday, but I've never really done an a cappella audition before, and it's kind of terrifying, even though I know pretty much everybody who's on the committee for the theater program, but we'll see. I'm just So I'm actually in the middle of watching Deadpool 2, and I'm gonna finish watching it, and then I'm gonna head to bed pretty directly after that because I am pretty tired. I did take a 1-hour nap this morning before my workout because I was just exhausted. So I am going to just finish this up because it's a lot of fun. I've been laughing out loud the whole time. It's pretty great. Oh, I didn't mention in my vlog, but my husband and I did get to see Detective Pikachu, and I was really excited, you know, speaking of Ryan Reynolds and everything. So I really liked it. If you like Pokemon, highly recommend it. Not really spoilery, but just kind of a comment. I really recommend it mostly because it is, you know, a Pokemon movie, but I liked that it was more of a detective story that just happened to take place in a world where Pokemon happen to exist. So, you know, the Pokemon battles and gotta catch them all wasn't really like that shoehorned in. So I really liked it. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hey guys, it's a little after 1:45 on Wednesday, May 22nd. I am just back from an excursion. So I went to Walmart to pick up my headshot for my audition tomorrow. I also picked up my passport photos, or at least what I'm hoping will be good enough to be a passport photo. I'll have to print out that document and see if it will work. I also went to the DMV today, and what I wanted to do was get a new card with a new expiration date and my new name. But apparently you can't do that unless your card is about to expire in 6 months, which mine is over a year. And the reason I wanted to do that was because if I move to Ireland in the next couple of months, and by next couple of months I mean like by the end of the year, I wanted to be able to use my driver's license for the entire year that I'm able to drive over there. And apparently I can't do that. So I'm a little bit mad. I did get an update card. It's called an update card. All that is it's a slip of paper that you show with your old license to show that your name and signature has changed. So that was all I was able to do. My mom actually works for the DMV, so she was trying to explain to me how everything works, but I need very, very thorough explanations when it comes to stuff like that. So she was telling me all the forms that I would need and things, and I got there and they told me I couldn't do a renewal, I had to do an update. So anyway, boring stuff aside, I got everything done that I needed to get done, but I am going to print out my passport application because that's yet another thing that I have to do. I am actually working on an OC today. I'm working on Jackie. They are in watercolor, and I decided that I was going to try out the brush pens that I got recently from Arteza. I bought them of my own accord. I was not sent them, but I bought them, and I figured, you know, that'll be really good because that'll give me a chance to use them for my first impressions video, and also it gives me an OC, so hooray me. I'm actually gonna eat my lunch here. It's potatoes and eggs because it was quick and easy, so I'm gonna eat lunch and then I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, it is Thursday, May 23rd. Let me just check. Yes, May 23rd. It's almost 6:30 p.m. I just got back from my audition. I'm so relieved. I feel like a weight has been lifted and I can just go about the rest of my week and month and summer. Okay, so I guess I'll just start with this morning. So I could not sleep at all last night because feelings. It's been a week, or actually it's been over a week since Tony left and went back home to Ireland, and I've been really depressed and I've been feeling really anxious just with all the stuff that I have to do as far as paperwork, and then this audition, of course, which I was preparing for kind of last minute. Because originally I wasn't going to audition, but my little brother kind of pushed me into it because he knows I love theater, so I didn't sleep very well. I went to bed at like 3 in the morning and woke up at 7:30, and I came down here and I figured, you know, I'll take a nap because I was just feeling that exhausted. So I ended up waking up at 9:30, which I felt a little bit more refreshed, but still a little foggy. I rehearsed a little bit after my little brother left for work. And then about 5:20, I headed down to the high school where I used to go to because that's where they were holding auditions. And the first person who was supposed to be there for the first time slot actually wasn't there yet. So they asked me if I felt comfortable enough to audition, and I said, well, sure, I'm already here. Now I know at least one person who's on the committee, or at least who was there tonight, and one other person, kind of sorta. I know her because I've seen her at past productions, but for the most part I went up and I sang Why Do Fools Fall in Love by Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers. So I sang my song, then they had me read a little bit from the script, and then they were gonna have me sing a song from the show, but I'm not all that familiar with the show, unfortunately. They were gonna have me sing Summer Lovin', but they didn't have a Danny to sing opposite me, even though the one guy said he totally could have. So I just sang like a couple lines from Hopelessly Devoted to You, even though that's actually not in the stage production, which is kind of unfortunate because that's kind of my favorite song from the movie. And they thanked me for my time. They were very, very happy. Oh, well, at least I felt like they seemed pretty excited. Because when I was walking out, the guy that I know, he asked me if I would mind being cast as a male character if need be. And I told him no, of course. Like, I'll play a male. I don't care. I did it in high school. I can do it again. My hair's already short. I'll just cut it a little bit more. Why not? So it was kind of nice because then one of the female directors said, well, that would be such a waste of a voice. Now, I don't consider myself to be like a very, very good singer. I can definitely carry a tune, but I know there are times, especially if I'm nervous, where my pitch fluctuates pretty badly, which I felt like it did tonight, but it's fine. I feel like once I'm more comfortable with something and I start to really get into it, it's fine. But I felt really good leaving. I felt so good. I had like the worst stomach ache today because I was just so nervous and my heart rate was just through the roof. So I am actually just so happy it's all over. I finished Free Amari today. So Jackie and Free Amari are done. I have to do Shade at some point tomorrow, and then next week we're gonna go right back into our regularly scheduled 100 OCs videos, and I also want to do some of the first impression videos that I think I might have briefly talked about, get back into the vlogs again, and then go from there. I feel like this summer is going to be super, super busy. The show is actually the last weekend of July, which means that we have less than 2 months to rehearse, which is a little scary considering that this is a musical and I'm frightened. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to my husband. I told him I would call him, so I will talk to you guys later. It is a little bit after 8:30 now, and I am winding down for the evening. I finally feel like a weight has been lifted, and I'm just trying to relax. Now, all the hard stuff will be coming up. I'm going to cut it right here for the evening, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, it's almost 11:30 a.m. on Friday, May 24th. I am ready for work. I have to leave in about 5 minutes because I am working 12 to 8, which is the same shift that I'm working tomorrow, because my job is now on its summer hours, which means we have an extended closing time. So instead of closing at 6, we close at 8, which is just great. Also, I'm anxiously awaiting the casting for the audition last night, but I don't know if it's going to come out anytime soon, just because a friend of mine who also auditioned last night mentioned that they were looking for more guys, and if they extend the casting anymore, it's going to take a really, really long time, I feel like, before I ever see the cast list. And also that worries me too, because they slated the show dates for the end of July, so we really need to start like rehearsing now, basically. Anyway, that's really all I have to say for right now. I'll try to talk to you guys tomorrow morning before work as well. I probably won't be doing much art stuff between now and tomorrow afternoon, or rather actually Sunday, because work just really takes it out of me. I did clean off my desk. I put everything away from Free Amari. That way I can start working on Shade in my free time and get her done, because I need to get these OCs started for next week and the following weeks, because it's going to be really crazy. I am going to leave it here, and I will talk to you guys whenever I can. Hey guys, it's a little after 9 p.m. now, and I'm home, obviously. Work was really long, but it wasn't too bad. It was pretty slow for the most part. I don't think customers realize that we are in our summer hours right now, so unfortunately I didn't really have that many people, but that's okay. Tomorrow, this weekend in general, should be fairly busy, especially with Memorial Day on Monday. Well, maybe, we'll see. But yeah, I'm getting pretty tired. I'm kind of winding down. I've been watching Bob's Burgers on Hulu because I started a free trial, I believe on Monday or Sunday. I think I started it on Sunday so I could watch the Game of Thrones episode that was on the season, or the series finale, not the season finale, because now it's done. Thank goodness for that. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it here for right now. I will talk to you guys next week.